you are watching Shalom World News. I'm Rory McLennan coming to you from Glasgow, Scotland. Here are the latest headlines from around the world. Pope Francis has sent a message to young believers taking part in Mladifest, the international youth festival going on in the Marian pilgrim centre of Medjugorje in Bosnia-Herzegovina. In his message, the Holy Father urged young people to follow Jesus. Thousands of young people have gathered for the annual prayer event that is being held from August the 1st to the 6th. The apostolic visitor for the parish of Medjugorje, Archbishop Aldo Cavalli, read the papal message during a Holy Mass on August the 1st, presided over by Cardinal Juan José Omeya, president of the Spanish Episcopal Conference. Remarking on Jesus' love for others, the Pope exhorted young people to be like him and be the heirs of his promises. The Pope also urged youngsters to be humble in what they do and listen to others who can guide them. The Pontiff concluded his message by entrusting the youth to the Blessed Virgin and urged them to hold on to the Holy Mother, who will lead them to Jesus. Following confirmation by the Holy See press office regarding the upcoming papal visit to Kazakhstan, a Catholic bishop has shared his excitement. In an interview with an Italian news agency, Bishop Adelio Deloro of Karaganda said that they had been anxiously awaiting this official statement that was given by both the Holy See and the President of Kazakhstan. The prelate also recalled that the Pope had expressed his willingness to visit the faithful in Kazakhstan. Bishop Deloro further added that preparations are still underway. Pope Francis will visit Kazakhstan from September the 13th to the 15th on the occasion of the Congress of Leaders of World and Traditional Religions taking place in the capital Nur Sultan. The prelate pointed out the ecumenical possibility during the Pope's visit to the Central Asian country. The Congress is held once every 3 years in Kazakhstan, having been initiated by the first president 19 years ago. Pope Francis will be the second pontiff to visit the nation after Pope St. John Paul II in 2001. In Haiti, the Catholic bishops have decried the deteriorating security situation in the country. This comes after the latest gang clashes in the capital Port-au-Prince, during which the Cathedral of the Assumption was set ablaze. The prelates called for the restoration of the authority of the state and the disarmament of gangs. In their statement issued on July the 29th, the bishops raised concerns over the increasing gang violence in the nation, which is marred by corruption, insecurity, kidnappings and poverty. 2 days earlier, the cathedral in the capital was severely damaged in an arson attack during clashes between rival gangs. As per UN reports, as many as 471 people died or went missing last month. The internal security situation in Haiti has deteriorated since the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse in July of last year. The head of the Knights of Columbus, Patrick Kelly, said in his annual report that the Catholic organisation is doubling its efforts to protect the unborn. This is part of its dedication to serving those on the periphery of society. Supreme Knight Kelly was speaking at the National Convention of the outfit in Tennessee's Gaylord Opryland Resort and Convention Centre on August the 2nd. The Supreme Knight hailed the March for Life that takes place in Washington, D.C. each year, as well as in cities across the USA. He said that they would continue to march for life until abortion is unthinkable. He also exhorted all Knights to oppose abortion in places such as Albany, while supporting pro-life laws in Austin and Atlanta. With the situation in Ukraine worsening daily, Pontifical Charity Aid to the Church in Need, or ACN, has announced that to date they have provided aid to the tune of $6 million to fund relief measures. In addition, the charity offers psychological support, housing and food for displaced people. With 34 new relief projects, ACN has also provided mass stipends for Ukrainian priests since the Russian invasion began in February. The charity also initiated 14 projects for internally displaced people alone. ACN Ukraine's project head, Magda Kacmarek, also added that various parishes have opened their doors to accommodate the needy, with thousands of internally displaced people being hosted in all dioceses. During the past 5 months, ACN has been with the people of Ukraine, serving them and providing them with hope for a better future. The US state of Georgia has made it clear that any pregnant woman whose fetus has a heartbeat as of July the 20th can claim the state's personal tax exemption of $3,000. This was announced by the state's tax agency on Monday. Georgia passed the Fetal Heartbeat Bill 3 years ago, banning abortions after the detection of a fetal heartbeat at around 6 weeks of pregnancy. With the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade, the law came into effect in the state. Permitting pregnant women to declare their unborn babies as dependents is an idea supported by many pro-lifers. Similarly, the state of Arizona had also passed a law granting personhood to fetuses. However, its enforcement was blocked by a court. The United States sued the state of Idaho on Tuesday in a bid to block a state law that imposes an almost total ban on abortion. This is seen as the first legal challenge to laws passed by the state after the overturning of Roe v. Wade. The lawsuit was filed in a federal court, and it says that the ban on abortion goes against the Emergency Medical Treatment and Labour Act. This federal act mandates that hospitals receiving federal funds should provide emergency medical care. The lawsuit also asks the court to prevent the state from criminalising doctors or stripping them of their licence in case they perform an emergency abortion. Idaho Governor Brad Little said on Twitter that the Justice Department was interfering with state sovereignty. In Nicaragua, the Daniel Ortega regime's persecution of the Catholic Church is intensifying. On the night of August the 1st, police stormed the Divine Mercy parish in the town of Cebaco in Matagalpa Diocese and forcibly shut down a Catholic radio station. The parish and the Catholic station also broadcast live the forced entry of the policemen. It was reported that the officers fired shots into the air and lobbed tear gas shells to drive away parishioners who had gathered in support of Father Uriel Vallejos, who is the director of the station. Bishop Rolando Alvarez of Matagalpa reported that the Nicaraguan Institute of Telecommunication and Postal Services had notified him on Monday regarding the closure of Radio Hermanos. He also said that 4 other radio stations have also been closed. Recently, the Ortega government also expelled missionaries of charity nuns after closing down their establishments in the country. A Chinese archbishop who belongs to the Patriotic Church has threatened to suspend giving sacraments to Catholics of the underground church. Archbishop Francis Anshu Shin of Baoding in Hebei province published a letter in which he said that priests should register with the Patriotic Association, feeling which their access to the sacraments would be curbed. He also asked believers to only accept priests who are part of the official church to preserve unity in the local church. Archbishop Shushin was in prison for 10 years, but joined the Patriotic Association upon his release. As many as 6 million Catholics are part of the official church, while the underground church counts several millions also. And those are your latest headlines. Do join us again tomorrow for more. And remember, you can also visit swnews.org for more updates. Shalom.